Trick or treat, Halloween.
Give me something good to eat.
Yes, it is our annual Halloween bash. Do you have a little song for us? Do you have a little something for us?
Um, a song like a snippet? No, I
Give
have
me
a
a
theme.
little ring a ding ding, a little hum hum, something because it is time to rule.
Reel yourself.
Are you ready?
Are you going first?
One, two, three. Acho.
Oh my god!
Esto tiene re, se respeta, coño. Let's
Oh.
go.
All right, you ready for mine?
Let's do it. Reveal yourself.
Just Blaze. Oh, baby. All the girls see them. Look at his kicks.
Let me turn it off before we get copyright. Hi everyone.
What's
It's
going
Dipset.
on? Welcome to our Halloween bash. What year is this? I don't even know what year is this. We've been doing this for
I
quite,
think 3 years now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think longer, no?
Bitch, can you breathe?
Listen, I said it was gonna be hard. I gave you a snippet. I told you, I'm like, yo, this may be a little hard tonight to do and watch and maneuver things that I gotta maneuver, but here we are. Here we are. But yes, I could breathe. I could breathe. What's going on? How are you? First of all,
I'm good.
trick or treat, Halloween. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much. I mean, hello. We deserve a round of applause? We do. And we've been looking forward to this episode. We are on Hallows Eve before Halloween. Really quick, I want to start off with happy birthday to my dad. His birthday is on Halloween, on actual Halloween, so October 31st. So I wanted to definitely give my dad a shout out, happy birthday. To the pops, to the old man, to the OG. But
Daddy.
trick or treat, ho? What's going on, Cameron?
Nothing. I'm just chilling, Harlem World, Dipset. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to have this to like dress up in this costume forever. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks like a couple weeks ago. I think I was struggling, and also in our polls, so many people were wanting us to be certain things. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not for me.
We're gonna discuss some more of those posts too, because I found it funny and interesting. We'll definitely discuss some of those.
Well, some of the options, bitch. Even I came at you at the freaking DMs.
But
But for anyone who doesn't know, if you're in white Middletown suburbia and don't know who my costume is, I am Cameron from The Diplomats, Dipset. He's an American rapper from Harlem, Cameron Giles. He's one of my favorite rappers. This is the reference picture. And this was a look that he sported in 2007, I believe, during Fashion Week. And he made a lot of noise wearing pink. Not only wearing pink, but like wearing pink fur and having a pink Range Rover because men weren't seen as masculine for wearing pink, and he brought that back. So this is an homage to Cameron Giles. Now,
yes.
do you want to explain your costume?
Well, for the people who don't know, I mean, if you've been living under a rock, the album came out last year. I just celebrated a year of my album. No, but if whoever doesn't know, this is Bad Bunny. This was his era of Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana. And it was we know he was doing the whole cowboy look, jean jacket look, and obviously this was the face mask thing on the album cover and and in his videos and stuff. So if y'all been living under a rock, and this was just recently, yeah, this is Bad Bunny. And now more than ever, I knew you was gonna do Cameron. I'm like, you really was pushing it. I wanted to kind of keep it hush hush what I was gonna do,
Yeah.
but yeah, we definitely had to do it music, hip hop. Hip hop in two different variations, And more now than ever, I had to definitely do this look because with what's going on in Puerto Rico, and we're going to discuss it in a little bit too, with what went down this weekend at a Trump rally. But now more than ever, we had, the vote matters, and I'm going to be repping Puerto Rico. This is a book that you actually put me on to, Guerra contra todos los puertorriqueños. And what a time that I got this book and that you recommended it. And obviously inspired by Bad Bunny because he was carrying it out of a recording studio. You sent me the TikTok. So yeah, definitely had to do the look and just have some fun.
Well, I think perfect timing to like sport Bad Bunny because he's been very vocal lately, which is awesome. And I mean, normally we don't get into politics in this podcast. We like to keep things light, but there's some shit that we need to discuss and things that are close to our hearts that we want to address. And with voting and the elections coming up in less than 2 weeks right now, it's important to discuss some things that have been brought up.
Yeah, so at the Trump this weekend at Madison Square Garden, Trump, I will say the house was packed for him. And he has some idiot comedian that, you know what, I'm not even going to give the name. And shout out to the many, many other platforms that did not give this douchebag basically more clout. Because nowadays you also got to think about why people do the things they do and say the things they say or whatever. So, but nonetheless, know that this was obviously his little routine that he was going to do was ran through the Trump administration. So we know that this was approved by the people who be and run his administration, and he is the name, the face of it. So some idiot comedian basically had his little stick where he called Puerto Rico an island, a floating garbage of island, or floating
he said a floating trash, a bag of garbage or something like that. Yes. I don't know what he said, but it was enough to be uncalled for and disrespectful and fucked up.
And definitely caused a uproar too, because a lot of people, Puerto Ricans, of course, listen, I know I'm fucking Puerto Rican, and we are growing up. It was always that we are a proud. We are proud. Culture. You know what I mean? We are proud culture, and I felt that and it was instilled since I was a kid growing up on the island as well. I was fortunate to have those memories on the island and have a piece of my life on the island for many years. So as a kid as well. So that to me is very fucking offensive. That to me is a disrespect. And for I'm sorry. It's Halloween Eve, so we're going to be a little wicked. We're going to be a little spicy. But for the whitewashed Latinos out there who support this man so blindly and endlessly, especially Puerto Ricans, if you are still rooting for this guy and making up excuses for this guy and his campaign and the people that represent him, shame on you. Shame on you. And also, to the people who agree with this guy and think, oh, it's just a joke or whatever, stay the fuck out our island. Y'all annoy me, and it pisses me off seeing some of y'all anyways when I'm down there. So, it was just uncalled for. And now
not only that, but not only it was uncalled for, but like the joke didn't even fucking land. You got people from fucking Staten Island laughing. Like Staten Island is not a fucking garbage within itself. I don't know. I just found
that Vinny, he was front and center.
Yeah. My thing is with that whole situation, it's really showing a lot of people's true colors. The more this election continues, or like we're gearing towards the election, the more people's like true colors are coming out. Funny, I got an update, a dating app update. So before I got off, within the mere hours, I matched with this guy. And he seemed cool, he was my type on paper. But after having a conversation with him, he was like, there are 2 things that you're not going to like about me. And I was like, I already know what's coming. The first one was that he did not get vaccinated, that he's an anti-vaxxer. And then the second one was that he hates Kamala Harris and that he is a Republican. And I said, there's a difference between being a Republican and being a Trumpy. Are you voting for Trump? Do you like Trump? Or are you just a Republican and have no choice but to choose him? He was like, no, I don't like Kamala. I'm not voting for her. I think Trump is not bad. I've never heard him say, this is what he said verbatim. I've never heard Trump say the N-word. So how can he be racist? Do you think I carried the conversation and I kept it going? Absolutely fucking not. Listen, I respect everyone's
Same.
I respect everyone's political views. There are things that I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, there are things that Trump is a little bit more in tune with, and I agree with like literally one policy of his. Whereas another, in the flip side with Kamala, there are policies that I feel like as a woman, I need to like stand behind. It doesn't make sense to me, for a person to be Hispanic to allow someone who is not Hispanic talk down about a neighboring island of ours and be okay with it. And additionally say that Trump is not racist because he doesn't use the N-word. Do you sleep with this man at night? He probably says the hard R while he's sleeping. He probably says it in his fucking dreams. How are we like letting that shit rock because you never heard him say the N-word? You don't know what people say behind closed doors.
Exactly.
So yeah, I had to cut it loose. It was sad because he was.
Well, listen, people like Nicki Jam, who endorsed him, supported him, is now recanting and taking it back. I don't know if Anuel has, but
Justin Quiles.
Wow.
Nicki
Jam said something along the lines of, the economy for the Latinos, blah, 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 some bullshit recantation he tried to do. But obviously he's pissed and he's taking back his support of Donald Trump. But moving on, because, we definitely have to talk about it. We definitely had to mention it. And, and again, voting, I can't believe voting is just like a few days away as well. Now more than ever, early. We have to go and vote. People, like, do your thing. Again, I've never been someone to show my political views or again, this is not a podcast where we try to stay away from the politics, but
we can't hide it.
There's some things that we have to talk about, and go out there and vote. But moving on, yeah. So our Halloween inspiration, our Halloween thing. Again, if you're just tuning in, Dipset right here, Cameron with the bad bunny, baby. We are going to explore some of our old looks from the past because we've done some oldies. We've done the show a few times. We've been doing this now. I don't know. I think this is definitely longer than 3 years. I want to say this is our fourth 3, something like that. I don't know, but we are going to have a special Keep It or Shred It. You ready? And it's judging our own looks. So, starting off with...
Oh, no, not the Wednesday Addams.
Wednesday and Riddler. I don't know what year was this exactly, but...
I can tell you.
People at home...
Definitely before I moved in here.
Play along. But what would you say? For you, I love it. I love the Wednesday Addams thing. Obviously, I love Wednesday, the show. So I really liked it. And I think that I was surprised. You really turned that look. Let me
just say that I did that look before the show came out on Netflix. I didn't know about the show coming out. I think it's a keep it. I love it. It was very like, I was feeling very emo goth, living my goth fantasy. This was circa 2021. Yeah, this was 2021.
Yeah, my look shredded. That wig.
That Chucky wig, bitch.
The wig that kept on giving.
Yep. Something borrows something new.
Right? For me, it's a shredded. Just that wig. Just the wig. I should have just spray painted my regular hair up there. Next look. Let's go with a solo look. Melanie's Angel.
Angel of my dreams. Oh my God. I remember that. That was like circa 2018, right? 2018, 2017. Why is everyone
You didn't do
calling
that
me?
look for the show? You didn't do that
I
2020?
did that while I was in Kingsbridge.
On the podcast, right?
Yeah, that was during the podcast. That's when we were not revamped.
Yeah, that
That's
was
when-
2020 then. That had to be 2020.
Oh, 2020? Yes, it was 2020. I lied. What am I saying 2018? Look at me erasing the past.
2020. Trauma. Let's go for a solo look of mine. Let's call it Cybertron Intergalactic Space Queen.
Intergalactic whore.
Keep it or shred it.
I say keep it.
I say keep it too. I like it. It was a tight look. This was last year. This was
I didn't understand it, but it's giving Animorphs. It's giving. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I keep it. And then the mouthpiece was everything. I love the mouthpiece. Let's go back to us. Keep it or shred it. Or me, Mickey. This was 2016 or 17.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse and a tigress. Roar.
Tigress, a lioness. I was trying to give Tom and Jerry, but all I was giving was lioness. I can't think of any like cheetah-licious. I would say keep it. I think it was cute. I remember this was in Providence.
Yeah.
It was a vibe.
Yep. It was a cute night. It was a vibe.
I just want everyone to know that I used to dress like I used to do like very feminine, girly, sexy stuff. Before this was Catwoman, wasn't it?
Well, we're gonna get there.
Oh shit.
But yes, I say I like if you was trying to give what Tom shred it because that's no Tom.
No, I wasn't trying to give Tom. I was joking.
But
I'll keep it. I like my makeup.
Yes, my Mickey Mouse I loved. I just wish I went sluttier. Nowadays, I would do the hat and just like a little tiny like underwear, but maybe that's next year.
You were demure.
Yes, but I say I like that. I'd keep it. I like the Mickey look. This year I'm not so demure for the main event. They will see. Next. Keep it or shred it. Last year's look.
Wow, last year was so rock, and now this year is so hip hop. Keep it. It was my ode to D-Generation X.
And I like it. Yeah, it really does.
I wish I would have gone out.
And if you know, you get it. So I
wish I would have gone out and actually gone to a party and like celebrated, because that was a waste to not have gone out with that.
Yeah, that was a look that would have gotten definitely people like, hey. Keep it or shredded. Catwoman. This one is
first of all, I donated that. I didn't donate it. Sorry. It was kind of like an auction, and someone bought it, and for double what I paid for. So I went to a good cause, but that is the best, I think, costume hands down I've ever worn. And every Batman that was like outside the street would stop me for a picture. I took so many pictures with different random drunk Batmans. So it's a keeper for me.
Yeah, definitely keep it. One of my favorite Halloween costumes you've ever done.
Yep.
Well, from one villain to another villain, Poison Ivy. Me circa 2016, I think.
Yes, bitch. I love it. Keep it. Do it again. Bring it back.
I've been thinking of how I could bring it back, but a little more like with a twist or something. But this is one of my favorite looks that I've ever done.
By the way, not that you care, but I just want to say that the Yankees are playing the Dodgers. This is the 5th game, and the New York Yankees are up 3-0. So God willing, they win, so they can win the series.
Look at us giving you live coverage. Now, what podcast does that? Okay, we're giving you live
Exactly.
coverage on the Halloween bash, so you who could watch, keep in tune with both. Anyways, let's move on to. And speaking of Batman, a little bonus random one here. Keep it or shred it. Our little
Oh,
guy, our little
little
mascot,
Gizmo.
Gizmo, Batman himself, trying to get us.
Keep him. Keep him before keeping us.
I know, right? Definitely a keeper. He'll definitely be in that same costume.
Next year, you need to dress him up. You slack this year, but next year you got to dress him up.
Yeah.
For
Well,
real.
next year for the parade, that I definitely want to make it next year. I want to do. I've been eyeing Freddy for him. This
Freddy
costume
Krueger.
on. Yes, this perfect costume for him. Like it's on a dog too, a chihuahua, like him. That I really want to do Freddy for him. So he will be Batman one more year. And next year, I definitely want to do Freddy for him. And I'm gonna get a regular Jason mask and beat Jason. Next, I think we have one more. One more. Yes, I'm trying to see my best people.
Oh,
Keep it or shred it. Tiffany and Chucky.
you know what? For me, I'm going to shred mine because I really didn't like it. I don't like myself as a blonde. I didn't like the makeup. I look mad. Ugh, I look puffy. But I turned that out with that tattoo.
You did.
Keep yours.
I like it. I like yours though because you gave something new. You gave like it's something we're not used to see you with, especially me. So I thought it worked. You turned it. It's something.
I did look like Bride of Chucky, but
You
I
did.
just
And you like if you would have went out, you wouldn't like people would be like, okay, that's Tiffany or whatever. Then if we went out together, definitely would have known,
yeah,
things.
that would have been lit.
But yeah, this was cute. This was I had done Chucky already. I think 2 years our first Halloween bash on the podcast. But then when I redid it, I did it. I did regular Chucky when I first did it, and then when on the revamped 2.0 of the Inner Circle podcast, we both did it. But you came in as Tiffany, and I did the fucked up Chucky after he gets sliced and diced on part 3, and then Tiffany sews him up in Bride of Chucky. Look at that storyline right there. But yes, it's fun. It's definitely always fun going down memory lane and like doing the throwbacks. And for people that maybe are new following us on the on our Instagram or whatever, to be able to see like our throwbacks is always fun. It's always nostalgic. But girl, did you hear about Shawn Mendes and his whole little speech?
Yeah, his bullshit. He did it in Red Rock, so like, what a place to do it. My thing with Shawn Mendes is that like he's dancing around instead of actually saying what he is, which I get it. Maybe he doesn't even know what he is. Give him time. The boy is still young. However,
he's 20. He's in his mid-20s already. I came out. Listen, I don't expect everyone to come out like me or whatever. That's in like 16 or and shit. But for Christ's sake, like I think he's dancing around it. And sorry for cutting you off, but in a different way because he's toying around. He still wants his female fans, but then he's dipping his little big toe into like, ooh, but then the gay boys will also listen to me and buy and come and see me and stuff because I'm flirting with my sexuality and I'm desirable by them too. But I'm not completely out, so the females still, have the hope. Nah, I think it's
the only female that like entertains him is Camila Cabello.
And you know what? Honest to God,
such a beard.
Honest to God, I feel that she knows that he's bisexual. She knows.
She does.
She knows.
No, she's always. I mean, you think that they didn't like lay down in bed and fucking have like bedtime stories and slumber parties together? Yeah. There was a clip. I knew he was gay when he. Sorry, I knew he was questioning his sexuality when she dressed up and like she she looked really nice for this award show or something. And his response was, "It's giving Cher." Who said? What straight man says that?
I mean, it depends how you say it, but I could see a straight guy saying that. Like it's giving.
No, the way he said it, I'm gonna run you the clip so you could see it and hear it. It was giving like best friend, like yeah, like what you would say if I was dressed to the nines. But yeah,
Listen, um, so yeah, I just think he just needs to come out at this point. Stop dancing around it, and you know what? If you're not gonna completely come out, stop talking about it. Stop insinuating or hinting. Like,
stop having these therapy sessions in the freaking like sing. Stop having therapy sessions.
um, moving on to like spooky in our theme of our Halloween bash. Did you see Gaga just dropped last night her new video for Disease, which is the first single from her upcoming album?
Yeah.
First of all, what do you think? Did you watch the video?
I didn't watch the video. I heard the song.
For those, okay, so what do you think of the song? Before I have some stills for people who maybe have not seen the video. It's very spooky-esque. It's like we've always seen Gaga do weird stuff, but this is very like on the horror spooky lane. So, but while we're showing you the stills of the video, it's very scary. Like, it gives some of the things I watch and like. But what do you think of the song?
I think the song is good. It sounds like a typical Gaga song. However, I don't know if I like the name of the song. Like, why it got to be named Disease? Disease. Oh wow. Well, there you go. Like we're talking about like a medical issue being spread.
But did you hear the lyrics? Did you listen to the song?
I listened to the song, but it just sounded. I listened to the chorus and some of the song, and I was reading the lyrics, and I was just like, "Oh, okay." I know it's like it goes intertwined with her new movie Joker.
No. This is separate from.
I know it's separate, but I'm saying like she still has that spooky era.
Oh yeah. She still has that. Yeah. I like it. I didn't think I would like this song, but yes, I like you said, it's very Gaga esque. It's like giving old Gaga, which I like. And then it's growing on me as well. And then a video came out, and again, it's spooky. Like some of the imagery and some of the looks she gave, I'm like, yo, this bitch is really giving me like, what's one of the things I watch? I watch this anthology series. But it's giving very that, or like Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin, Scary Person. Like I like it. It's the spookiest I've seen her. And speaking of spookiest, and in the celebration of Halloween, what are some of the videos out there that you think are some of the all-time like Halloween spooky, scary music videos? Like maybe whether songs or music videos.
Well, first and foremost, Thriller.
Yeah, that's
Michael Jackson Thriller. That's a given. This
Another.
is not spooky, but it's just corny but cute. Backstreet Boys, Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's a good. Yeah. Song, no, but video, very scary, spooky. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
what
choice. I liked Everybody too. That's one of the things being a kid. Oh my God.
I love the beat.
We were kids. Fuck. That's crazy to think we were kids. I was 11. Oh my God.
Damn, you aging yourself.
Because Everybody came out in what, 97, right? 98, 97. It came out thing, but
it came out in the 2000s or 99.
No, Everybody did not come out in 99 because their second album came out in 99, which was I Want It That Way. Everybody was on their first album.
Let me see. Everybody
came out like in 97, 96.
The release date was 1997. Correct.
Yeah.
And it also came out with As Long As You Love Me. But the spooky videos.
Yeah. And what else? So Somebody's watching over me. I mean, not somebody's watching.
Rockwell,
Watching
somebody's watching.
Rockwell.
Um,
I always feel like somebody's watching me. You know what? Sometimes when I'm walking through the streets, that song be playing like it's like a theme song. Because I do be feeling sometimes like, yo, I feel like someone's watching me out the window, or someone's just looking out the window watching me walk. Like, I
you
mean,
have main character energy.
I
That's
guess
what it's called.
that's what it's called.
Yeah. So Disturbia from Rihanna.
That's a good one, yeah.
I don't think this is scary, but Ghostbusters.
Well,
Who are you
that was
gonna
see,
call?
I guess that's a song that became big because of the old Ghostbusters. So, and it's just
Oh, I have one. It's from a grunge band called Soundgarden, Black Hole Sun. That is such a creepy ass video. In the video, people's faces stretch out like they're smiling, and the smile stretches out to
like
like
a
the
movie
back of their
style.
ears. Yeah, and the song is just creepy, but I love the song. She Wolf by Shakira.
Yeah,
Zombie by the Cranberries. That's a
I
scary
love
one.
that song. I when I was in New Orleans, I had that song like on repeat. I don't know why.
Oh, your song, Nine Inch Nails Closer. I wanna fuck you like an animal. Bury Your Friend, Billie Eilish. The song is scary, but I don't know if the video is. Spooky, Scary Skeletons. That's scary for children.
No, all those like
Dragula from Rob Zombie. That I am the one. Yeah,
never
that one's
seen it,
scary
never
too.
heard it. I'm sure a lot of rock songs, but like
Not
obviously,
songs, videos. This is a list of spooky videos.
well, that's what I mean. Like, I'm sure more rock bands are gonna be on that list because they're used to already being dark and spooky.
True.
But when you get someone like a Michael Jackson with Thriller, or Rihanna with Disturbia, the Backstreet Boys, everybody, shit like that. Even now Gaga with this song, like scary shit like that. It's like okay.
For me, I don't really care to see like scary videos, nor do I care to see scary movies. I just want a good song.
Yeah, you're not a horror girl. That's the one
I'm
thing.
not
Like,
how horror girly.
yeah, you're not a girl. I guess is that what the kids are saying?
Yeah, I'm not a wine girly. I'm a beer girly. I'm not. I'm neither or.
Yeah, you're not a horror person at all. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Ruby Shine On that's watching. Shout out to her. Yeah, listen. What are some of you would say, oh, you obviously are costume inspiration. You would talk about your costume inspiration, but we was also talking about behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the hip hop fashion influence and culture
Mm-hmm.
and such. So, if you want to elaborate to the people.
Sure. So I got inspired by this article that I read from Heart of Fact. It's 2000s hip hop fashion. And it came out, it was actually an old article, July 16, 2021, and it was written by Bakes. He's a writer for men's hair, grooming, and lifestyle. So basically, he talked about by the time the 2000s came around, hip hop was becoming one of the biggest music genres worldwide. And the commercial success of the genre would reflect in the artist's outfit choices and lifestyle. So there were a lot of trends that hip hop as a whole inspired in fashion and pop culture. So 2000s hip hop fashion brands, trends, and styles. So the first one, I wish I had some, but I don't. Grills. Smile for me, Daddy. That Grills was big, especially when I was growing up in Florida. Baggy clothing. A huge part of 2000s hip hop fashion was the exaggerated baggy clothing. Most artists wore baggy t-shirts and baggy jeans. They used to call them Bellevue shirts. Custom PVC patches. So if you ever noticed, people had like jean jackets and they would have like the PVC patches on them. Those were cool. Air Force Ones. Who doesn't have a pair of Air Force Ones? I have mine right there.
Listen,
And
I'm now becoming that person because in New York City, also a fresh pair of
yeah,
like the fresher your pair looks, the more respect you get. So when it starts getting crusty or dirty, and obviously they get dirty quick, those white ones.
you need a
I
new one.
find myself now going through Air Force Ones like through at least 2 or 3 in a year.
That and that's a fact. The Gen Z population tried to rock dirty Air Force Ones and make it look cool. No, millennials know that you're supposed to wear them clean, crisp, like how Fat Joe on MTV Cribs licked the bottom of his soul. You're supposed to be like that. And shout out to Nelly for coming up with the Air Force One song because it made it more mainstream. Football and basketball jerseys. I love jerseys. I have a couple, but I remember in the 2000s, everybody and their mom was wearing football and basketball jerseys. I used to have the Tracy McGrady for Orlando Magic jersey, and I used to wear it a lot. Timberland boots. Timberland, say what you will. People say that they're racist, whatever, but the macaroni and cheese boots, everyone had those. Artists owned urban clothing lines. So a lot of artists would have an album pop off and be famous, and then they would create their own lines. Rockaware with Jay-Z, Sean John with Diddy, G Unit. They had their own streetwear. Even House of Darion, Beyonce. Well,
who ran Fat Farm?
Fat Farm was not. Oh, that was Russell Simmons. So yeah, FUBU, buy us for you. Wait, for you by us. That was.
Didn't LL Cool J rock them too?
Who?
Didn't LL Cool J rock? I remember seeing.
Yeah, he was a spokesperson for them. Yeah, Carl Connie, Lugs, a lot of these like urban lines and brands. They incorporated urban artists, hip hop artists to be part of it.
I was in middle school wearing FUBU shirts.
No, you weren't FUBU, bitch. All
right,
the next one. The next thing are do-rags. Do-rags are more for hair maintenance accessories to keep hair frizz-free to preserve waves, but there were cultural items which played a significant role in hip-hop culture.
Now, would you believe me if I told you I rocked the do-rag too?
I believe it. A lot of famous people were Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Memphis Bleek, Cameron, of course. He had actually a Dipset. I wasn't aware of it, but I was like, that's too much. I'm doing too much. This ain't the last one, but sweatbands. Remember Nelly wearing the sweatbands?
Yeah.
Everyone has sweatbands. A G Unit, 50 Cent. Trucker hats.
We still have people that wear them like.
And not even going to the gym or sweating.
Trucker hats.
If you're trying to hide that forehead, at least like go to Turkey and get the hair transplant. Like there's no reason to be rocking no. Anyways, I'm becoming hateful. I'm turning into Cameron right now. Can you tell? Trucker hats and the skate culture. At one point, and shout out to what was his name? Shaun White and Tony Hawk. They embraced a lot of like black skaters, and a lot of black skaters would rock trucker hats and wear, urban clothes and skate around. Then Kanye came into the scene and Andre 3000, and they did the smart casual, like the preppy look, where they incorporated like Ralph Lauren. And then lastly, Pink, which is Cameron. Shout out to me, Cameron Giles. He was rocking, like I said in the beginning of the episode, he decided to rock this. He said that he got his jacket from Apollo. If you know the Apollo store, it's on 125th. And they have like nice furs and urban clothes. And that's where he got his outfit from. So, yeah, there's a lot more. Jordan's exaggerated jewelry, bandanas, baseball caps. But just to name a few, I don't think the urban culture, the hip hop culture has gotten their flowers for how much significance and how much they brought into pop culture and to fashion. A lot of those little white or like non-American fashion designers literally copied and knocked off a lot of hip hop people. So that's my piece. That's my TED Talk.
No, I love that. And especially not only fashion culture, but even Halloween costumes. Like, we go
I
out
love to see like throwback from our time, millennial time.
Yeah.
People rocking costumes. If I didn't do this, the second option, and you're gonna gag, bitch. I was gonna dress up as Little Kim.
That would have been different. That would have been a gag.
That would have been.
By the way, guys and people out there, for the most part, this year we kind of said and hinted out loud what we're gonna do, because the previous years for the podcast we don't really say. We hint, but we don't say because we want to keep it a surprise. But I kind of still went into it with an element of surprise. She didn't know exactly what I was gonna do because this Halloween, for some reason, I'm in the spirit, and I've had a few costumes so far. And then I knew she was gonna be, but I didn't see the look. She didn't give me previews. She didn't send me no preview pictures or anything.
There's a lot to choose from. I have a second outfit that I could have worn. I could have worn Cameron wearing a black bucket hat, the diplomat shirt, when he was in CNN talking about Diddy.
But Little Kim would have been fine. Little Kim, I would have been gagged. I would have been surprised.
I didn't want to flash a titty.
I would have been surprised. But
the purple
listen, let's go to the polls, because again, we like doing the polls. We like to put up random things or some things that maybe we would consider being or whatever, and see what the people vote for. We put up a few throughout the last few days, and one of them was, what should Melanie be? China the wrestler.
No,
I could see that because you have dark hair. Like I could see you pulling that off if you chose a right iconic China look. I can see it.
We got big boobs. That's about it. She got
the wrestler, Lenny Kravitz, Elvira, or Diana Ross. And
I would have done Diana Ross, honey, with the
which is one of your favorites. So yeah, you're a disco queen. But winning at 42%, it was Elvira. And you know what? I could see it. She's so easy. I could see you doing the makeup. All you need is goofy hair, a black regular. I'm sure you have black dresses, and just the makeup, and I can see you pulling it off. So I'm so glad other people had the vision too, because I could see it.
I like that for me, but I have to have, when I do a costume, as I've gotten older, I don't like to do whatever people like, whatever is popular. Like I wanted to do, remember we talked about me doing Bob the Shrinker from Beetlejuice? That's the #1 costume right now. After we saw Beetlejuice, I was like, oh my God, I want to be him. But I need something to have substance. This to me has substance. It's from the culture.
Yeah. And then another one for myself where I what should Charlie be? Ghostface from Scream, the Terrifier. Well, Art, I guess his name's Art, but from the Terrifier movies, RuPaul or Britney Spears. And listen, the fact that some people voted Britney Spears is funny.
Could you imagine you as Britney?
36% voted Britney, 18% Terrifier, 18% RuPaul, and 45% the Terrifier. Which that would have been cool, but that takes a lot. So I was gonna do that. But I do like the Terrifier. I need to see part 3. Then today, or recently, we put another poll. What should I be? We had Diddy / Baby Oil.
Oh my God.
Bart Simpson, which, by the way, fun fact, growing up, I used to love Bart Simpson. Like,
really?
I went through a Bart Simpson phase. Yeah, I love Bart Simpson. The Penguin or Superman, and winning at 40%. You see, I guess people still have like crude sense of humor and stuff. And listen, I have a sense of humor too. But Diddy / Baby Oil is winning.
I saw it on TikTok. Somebody did Diddy and Baby Oil. But
for you, we had Mother Teresa, Firefighter, Cowgirl, or Precious.
Bitch, Precious, really? That's, first of all, I can't, like, what am I supposed to do? Blackface? Hell no.
Yeah.
I want to get canceled. And I'm trying to lose weight, not gain it, honey.
No,
what did everyone choose though?
But it's random. It's also random shit. And
really chose Precious for me. That's fucking crazy.
50%.
Of all things, you could have said Mariah Carey. You could have said Jasmine, like you said before. Precious. I saw that. I was like, I think our friendship is on the line right now. I'm
You're
kidding.
stupid.
I, was,
I just found it.
I started saying precious like Monique.
Oh my god! Funny thing is, I was just saying Monique was gonna be the
Well, I
choice.
would have been one of the Parkers.
Monique was gonna be the
Just
choice. I thought
one.
Monique because you know I love Monique, but Cowgirl won with 50%. Because people
Maybe
are
next
nasty and want to see you in a sexy, slutty cowgirl
Maybe
showing your
next year. I don't
titties.
know. I'm getting tired of doing these drag king costumes. But it is fun to dress up as a dude.
I know lately you've been doing you know, some
Male fantasy.
cross dressing. What are you trying to tell me? Are you comfortable? No, I'm just saying. She is not a lesbian. She loves dick. All
Stop!
day.
Oh my
It's true. It's true. We could joke about it because we know you
the
know,
people know.
we both like dinglings very much. But oh wait, PG.
PG, you don't know if you're
Yeah, I
Oh,
forget sometimes that we have children that watch us. So with that being said, let's sing a Barney song. And I'm just playing. But what are some of your favorite Halloween memories? Whether like as a kid or
yeah.
like a favorite Halloween memory.
A favorite Halloween memory was trick-or-treating with my classmates and going to the pet store to get fish, the goldfish that would die the next day.
The very next day.
Because you think I was paying for fish food when I was younger? I gave them oatmeal flakes.
You did not. So
Yes, I
you would
did.
get a goldfish and you guys wouldn't buy like the little fish
No.
foods?
No, because my mom would say like that's what they would eat. But anyway, that and my other favorite one, like as an adult, Miami 2009, I dressed up as Robin the Hood. And me and my friends went to the club. That was lit. That was a good one. And it was
You
like
know,
a sexy Robin Hood. I wish I had a picture. I think
I
it's
was
in my
gonna say
Facebook.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you brought up Miami because one of my memories, one of my favorites, and a memory that stands out. Because prior to this, listen, as the years have been going by, I've been getting into the Halloween spirit a little more. But
Yeah.
for a while as an adult, I found it obnoxious. And I'm like, why are so many adults so into Halloween? Because I wasn't for a while. Like I grew out of Halloween at a certain teenage year. I think like
Yeah.
at a certain age, I stopped like the trick or treating, and I'm like, oh, I was over it. And even into my adulthood, you know, Halloween will come around. Yes, the gays will dress up, whatever, but I wouldn't dress up. Maybe I would wear a mask or a little.
I've always liked Halloween. Hold on, my ice. I always liked Halloween. The problem with me, unfortunately, there was a point in my life, like a couple of years, where I didn't dress up because at the time I think I was dating someone that didn't like Halloween and didn't want to dress up. So why would I dress up if my partner is not dressing up with me? Because I've always wanted to do that, like dress up with a partner. And it was like it was just like whack. So there was probably like a couple of years where I didn't dress up. But now I love dressing up. I got into the spirit. I enjoy Halloween more now as I've gotten older than I do freaking Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving, but I'm not thinking about food like that.
But nah, but Halloween. Going back to one of my favorite years because this is one of the years I started
Live in Dominican.
was when I moved to Miami. So it was 2000 Halloween 2015. I did, you know, in that strip. What is it?
I remember
What's that strip though? What is it called?
Miami Collins, Miami
Collins.
Beach.
Yeah, in Collins, you know, they had that big thing where it gets packed and everyone dressed a thing, and I dressed up as a Dickie scholar from
I remember that was cool.
From what is it? What was our show? What was our Scream Queens on Fox? I was a Dickie scholar, and funny enough, as a Dickie scholar, I found like other people dressed as the characters. So this picture's there, so we'll put up as throwbacks in the future, maybe next year. But yeah, so that was one of my favorites. I had a great time, and that's a year that I started getting into it, into the Halloween spirit. again, one of my favorite looks, my Poison Ivy look, but I feel like I wasted it. It was Halloween fell on a Sunday, and I just didn't feel it got the exposure it deserved. But that was
Okay,
one of my favorite looks. But I feel
you're gonna have
again
to.
last year I had fun, and this year I've just been into the spirit. Like I went out Friday. My original Friday costume wasn't in, but I improvised and I pulled it off, and surprisingly, people liked. Here we are today as Bad Bunny, P fucking R, para que tú lo sepa. And tomorrow, I'm gonna be a variation of two characters, PG and rated R.
Let's just say tomorrow, I'm not gonna be the slut. Charlie will be the slut.
Oof. I
I'll
have
be
all
the
the
thug.
stuff for both of us.
I need a microphone so I can just start rapping everywhere. You have a microphone?
Yeah,
I left mine in my mom's house.
Do I have a microphone? I think I have a microphone.
The karaoke one.
Yeah, I gotta look for that, but it should be somewhere dug. Yeah, I gotta look for it.
I have to redo the versus battle because do you remember the versus battle between Dipset and the Locks? And the Locks spanked them. Is it
No.
too hard? You don't remember? It's fine. Someone in the comments, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like today, you brought up the World Series and the score and stuff.
Shout out to the Yankees 4-0. We
One
might
of my
win.
coworkers was talking when I was trying to make coffee and eat and make my little 3-strip French toast, talking to me about the Yankees game, and I'm like just nodding, like and then the smile. Oh yeah, and then I'm like, oh yeah, my best friend told me about that. I don't know what the fuck.
Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I was praying to the Babe Ruth gods.
Not the
And
Babe
Joe
Ruth.
DiMaggio gods because I want us to win. Like, I need New York to win something. New York has gotten such a bad rap. You got the mayor out here doing fucking illegal shit. You got Diddy, who used to run New York and had the keys to the city, fucking locked up. Where he's not even in Rikers. I don't know where he is, but still, like, New York needs a win right now. I don't know about the Knicks, but I know about Yankees, and I need them to win.
Listen,
And Giancarlo Stanton, he can get it.
And just listen, just because our fucking mayor is going through what he's going through, whatever. Listen, New York is still the shit. I don't give a fuck what New York is going through. We are still the shit, and people are still coming over here to do this shit. Okay.
But shout out to the Dodgers. I know we got a lot of friends in LA. Shout out to you, Ruby. Shout out to Byronique. I respect the Dodgers. I think that they're a great team.
Yeah, it's LA versus New York.
Exactly. I was joking around. I can't believe
that is sick. Listen,
I was joking around with my brother yesterday, and I was like, if you think about it, this is technically it ties with the election. You got someone from California running, and then you got someone from New York running. So New York needs to win somehow, but it can't be that way.
Yeah, and with that being said, do you know what today is too? What October 30th means to someone like me? Let me just show you. Give you a hint of the Holy Spirit.
Today is Brittany's. What is today?
The anniversary. 17 years, almost 18, almost legal. Anniversary of the greatest pop album of all time.
Blackout.
In our generation. Blackout. You said it. That deserves a clap. That deserves a clap.
A real applause.
Woo! I will never forget.
Give me more.
2007, October 30th, in my Toyota Corolla, picking up that album and blasting it. And when I was driving and Get Naked dropped, the song Get Naked, I, in my car alone, was just like shouting like, yes, bitch, yes. Like I was going crazy off that song. That's a great album. So shout out to Blackout, 17 years.
My favorite song in the album is You're the Perfect Lover. Perfect Lover. I love that song.
Every song. Let me
download that album real fast.
That
I can listen to it tomorrow.
That album is a classic. and it's been mentioned in so many articles, reputable articles. Google it, people. I'm not just talking shit as a Britney Spears fan. Y'all could Google it. Album has been like so many artists have named that album as an influence for them, our newer generation. So many, again, reputable places have named that album one of the greatest pop albums of the last 20 years, decade, etc. So I love that album. It's my favorite Britney Spears album. So definitely have to shout it out while we on here. What do you think? Obviously, with Halloween, we all listen. I put Diddy baby oil, which that could be controversial, and obviously people are already doing it out there. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, and TikTok I saw.
Halloween, although it's supposed to be fun, could bring out some bullshit with, I guess, costume choices. What's your thoughts as the years have progressed and we've gotten more sensitive and politically correct about some things and how it's impacted Halloween? Because if I could go real quick, I remember at a certain age and growing up at a certain age, people dress as Indians. Now you dress as an Indian, and now that's like
it's culture appropriating.
So there we go. So how do you think we've evolved with Halloween and how we've evolved as a world, as people, has affected Halloween? And are you for it, against it? Do you understand?
I'm for it because I think we need to be a little bit more cognizant of how we try to show a representation of a culture or a people or nation, a race or something, and be a little bit more cognizant. Back in the day, people would dress up as blackface or like try to dress up as artists that are of a different color and think that it's okay because they feel like they're hiding behind we're showing homage. You're not really showing homage. You shouldn't be doing that. There was actually a woman. I think she's from North Carolina. I don't know. She has a southern accent. Her name is Chancey or something like that, and she's popular on TikTok. She put out a video and she addressed it to Black women, and she says two of her best friends are Black, and they're a trio. They wanted to dress up as TLC. She wants to dress up as T-Boss because she has the hair, like the haircut. And she was wondering, she loves T-Boss. She's not going to do blackface or anything, but she wants to know, will she get in trouble for dressing up like that? So much so that T-Boss responded and commented and was like, girl, if you like it, I love it. You should do it. I think it's great. I appreciate you asking and being like respectful, whatever. We know that you don't mean it in like ill intentions and you're not making a mockery out of it. I think that is fine. But when you go out of your way to bronze your skin and put a different color because you want to look dark and you want to dress as Diana Ross, or you put feathers in your hair and you're walking around going like this, making those sounds, the like Native American sounds, that's not cool. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be Pocahontas. And then I realized like, that's no, because first of all, Pocahontas in real life was not pretty. Secondly, did you not see her in the social studies books? She was a gordita. She was not cute.
Not the social studies book. Social studies.
Yeah, that's something I would not do.
Okay.
I don't think that people are being like extra about it. I think people are realizing like, yeah, you shouldn't. A perfect example. Another example is people dressing up as gypsies and being like all these like gypsy people. I love the Roma people.
Yeah.
But Roma people is the actual word that you're supposed to call them, not gypsy. Gypsy is a slur.
You see? I guess it's evolving.
That's like, I'm gonna dress as a SPIC, and they walk around with like a Puerto Rican jersey and a Puerto Rican hat. You know what I mean? So it's not cool.
I mean, I get it, but growing up, Indian costumes was popular even for little kids. Like I remember seeing it out there. So I guess it's the way our world evolves, and I'm an evolving person. I'm an evolving being within myself. So I'm evolving with the world as well. But there are some things where I'm like,
You being Puerto Rican, having Taino blood, when you think about your ancestors being killed and fucking sacrificed and that massacre that they did, those people, the pilgrims or whatever, why would you want someone to dress up as a
and I
representation of something
understand
that's
that.
not you?
I totally understand that it all is all on intention. But I totally understand that. I see it. Like I'm an understanding person, but I just say I see sometimes and really dissect and go into all possible sides. But with that
Yeah.
being said, this is why I'm posing this next question. Then is it all right for non-white people to dress up as a white person?
Give me an example. Who wants to dress up as a white person?
George Washington.
Ain't nobody dressing up as the fucking dollar bill.
George
No,
Washington.
if they dress up as George Washington, the dollar bill, that's funny. That's whatever. But
And I know we've spoken about this before on the podcast, but like I do go back to this because I'm like, yo, but if we did a movie like this, it will be an uproar. White chicks, the way they just, you know what I'm saying?
oh, I
Like,
see. But yeah, that true. I saw it on TikTok. A lot of like black guys, like duos, dressing up as black chicks, but it's an homage to the movie, not necessarily trying to dress up as women, like as white women. Now, I feel like there was a point that White Chicks the movie, it was so pinnacle, like it was a pinnacle movie and it was so funny. I waited a long time to watch it because people were like, it went so mainstream.
I didn't see it.
But I think a couple years back, didn't people like not boycott it, but people were talking shit like, oh my god, you can't do that in this time, in this climate or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a joke, and the premise was not them wanting to be white women, but them dressing up as women to like help the white women. So it's different.
Poke fun at a lot of white stereotypes. Which
True.
If they're progressing, we
You know what I call that?
Poke fun at us. I'm speaking for myself. I don't want to be poke fun. So it's like,
but if you think about it, that is called reparations. That's called reparations. I don't think it's a big deal. And hold on. My man just scored. Shout out to Giancarlo Stanton. 5-0 Yankees.
Listen, we may win. We may win, Yankees. We may win.
Oh,
That's when I get into sports. When we're winning, then I'm like, yeah, we winning. That's what I rep.
I got a question. Would you go to a baseball game?
I would. That's one thing. I mean, I'd be.
Would you stay the entirety?
It depends.
What do you mean? It depends.
It depends. Like,
there's 9 innings.
It depends. How's
the last time I went to a game, I went with someone very boring who wanted to leave by the 5th inning. And it's like, you're so boring. No wonder you're nowhere near. But like,
I can imagine who. But we're not gonna be wicked and mention names tonight. We'll leave that for the after show.
After.
But let's get into, because we rather instead of going that route, let's pick our poison, huh?
Okay.
With this little game on such a fitting night, help me, give me grace here, people, because people listening, catching up on.
You can't see.
I'm wearing a mask and I'm trying to read as well. Pick your poison. Are y'all ready? And I want y'all to participate with us at home. You listen to this, watching this. Always have sand in your bed or have your cell phone only be able to charge up to 10%.
Always have
sand in your bed.
Have my cell phone charge up to 10% because I could keep it in the charger forever.
True, right? Same.
I don't like the feeling of sand.
Yeah, that's one of the. I love the beach, and I love the set. Listen, I love the whole setting of the beach, including the sand. But I don't love the sand, because that's the fucking messy, annoying part when you leave the beach. Mm-hmm. Next, pick your poison. Never see the sun again or live without music. Now this is hard.
Damn. I live by the sun and I live by music.
Listen, I rather I'm fine during the winter, so we get very very limited sun during the winter. So I'm gonna say I'm fine without living without the sun. Alaskans do it, I think, part of the year.
Partly,
Um,
yeah.
so give me my music because music has gotten me through some shit. Music got
Facts.
me through my recent relationship.
Give me my music.
Yeah, I need my music.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for music. Hello, I'm Cameron.
Y aquí está, y yo también, coño. Próxima. Eat a 6-ounce portion of scabs or use hot sauce as eye drops.
Use hot sauce as eye drops. I'm not eating scabs. Whose scabs am I eating?
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting. I will gladly. And if they get irritated,
I'd rather use eye drops as next. Give pedicures to an entire pick your poison. Give pedicure to an entire nursing home or be unable to wear clothes. I'd rather be unable to wear clothes. I like to be naked anyways in my house, so
I'll give pedicures to the old people. They need to be pampered before they die.
Guess sweet. An entire nursing home, it depends the size of the nursing home. If it only has 3 old people, I'm game. I'll do that.
I take my sweet time. They could be laying out.
Dead by the time you get to them.
That's what I was trying to say, but I was trying to be nice about it. Next question.
And that's why I'm here. Yin and yang. Pick your poison. Work out every day for 2 hours and never see any results. Or be unable to understand sarcasm.
Ignorance is bliss, so I'd rather be unable to understand sarcasm because I can't stand sarcastic people. Sarcasm to me is so it's like when people
Wait, we're both sarcastic.
No, but there's levels to it. When people aggressively enjoy being sarcastic and always are constantly sarcastic, that's not cute. That's like very what's the opposite of like they're very pessimistic. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm that sarcastic.
There's definitely levels. I do agree. There's levels.
I don't think I'm that sarcastic.
No, but I'm sarcastic too. We're both sarcastic, but yeah,
I'm very direct.
There's levels. There's definitely levels. Next, pick your poison. Have irremovable nostril hairs that extend beyond your upper lip. This is gross.
Ew.
Or have your breath always smell like tuna and onions.
I'll have the long hairs. I will tuck them back inside my nose.
You're stupid.
You need to watch the latest episode of Real Housewives of New York, because that happened to one of the husbands. Ew. I'm not gonna have breath that smells like tuna. Get the fuck out of here.
And onions, not only tuna and onions.
Looking like I ate a lox bagel every day.
I don't know. Can I pop? Do I have the option of popping gum?
Gum is not gonna help you. You need a tongue scraper.
I'd rather have my breath smell like tuna. I don't know about some nose dripping down my fucking.
You could cut it.
Upper lip. Next. Let's see. We have pull all your teeth out of your mouth or marry someone of the gender you're not attracted to.
Marry a woman? She better be a butch lesbian that looks like she wears a strap. No.
Yeah, I'd rather marry a person gender that I'm not attracted to.
So you rather marry a woman?
Yeah. Wait, of the opposite? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then pull out all my teeth. Yeah. Pick your.
I'll go to Colombia and get veneers.
Find out. There you go. Find out. They all do nowadays. Find out you die 1 year from today, or blow a horse to completion.
I don't blow men. I mean, I'm kidding. Blow a horse? Like give a.
The horse I like to ride on my album cover.
Yeah, no. I'll find out when I'm gonna die, so that way I could turn up days like before
Oh Lord.
the last holiday.
Do I want to know if I'm gonna die from a year? Like that's a whole different topic. Would you want to know when your death time is? That's crazy. Um, um, it's hard because when you think about it, I've blown some things that are horse sizes. So
Oh, dude. Zane, cover your ears.
like
And with that
blow
said,
things
are
up.
we done with this game?
I'm blow things up. Yes, we think. Listen, I think I'd rather that because I like to blow shit up like an action movie. What? When I leave Melody speechless. So are you ready for our actual Halloween tomorrow?
I really am. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I got so much to do after this because we got to prepare for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited.
There'll be some fun. There'll be some content. Definitely make sure to follow us on our Instagram to get exclusive content of what we're doing, where we're going. Um, and yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be brave. Very
Yeah,
brave.
I'm excited for you because everybody knows who I'm going to rock. I'm going to just look like Cameron Giles. You, however, you're not wearing Bad Bunny.
Oh
You know
no.
what we should do?
Oh no.
We should dress up as the City Girls.
Not them. They
Well,
ain't
they
that
broke up,
iconic.
so it
We
doesn't
definitely need to
matter.
walk around with a picture and have a reference. People won't know who the hell we are. I mean, shout out to JT. I love her new album.
I love
Think
JT coming.
I
JT
did listen
coming.
to her new album, but like hell, no, Mm-mm. Left Eye and Little Kim. Now that.
I'll be Little Kim.
But listen, thank you
Or
guys
purple.
so much. This is I'm losing count now. Like this is our 5th annual Halloween bash. 20.
No, it's
Yes,
our.
5th.
Oh,
Because
it is
our
our fifth.
first one was
Yes.
2020. So these are 5 years doing this Halloween bash. So here we are, 5th year iconic looks. Thank you guys so much for being excited with us, getting us excited for this episode and for our looks. We appreciate you guys. Make sure to share, follow, like, rate, all that good stuff. Stream us, tell your friends, tell your mother, trick or treat, be safe out there, and get spooky. Adios, y'all.
Bye.
Cue the goosebumps now. We'll go fly. ¡Qué fucking R! Boricua, para que lo sepa. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook.